Welcome to Storyline with Neetu. So today's story is How to Solve a Problem. The Rise and Fall of Rock Climbing Championship. Written by Ashima Shiraishi. Illustrated by Yasuo. Let's begin our story. So let's open our book. And that is about Ashima. And she is a teenager and she is doing rock climbing here. So let's begin our story. I am Ashima. What I do is climbing. What I do is solve problems, which is to say, I make them mine. We climbers call our boulder problem. We also call our problems problems. And to solve them both is short of the same. Once I had a problem and it stretched into the sky. It was tremendously endless. It was bigger than thinking. It was as huge as the air or the night or the planet. It was a problem bigger than any I had ever seen, and I have seen plenty. There were twists and turns. There were places that looked as sleek as glass. One part was arched like a question mark. Another part stuck out like my father's elbow. In a photo I have seen of him dancing, and another was shaped like the bolt of fabric stacked in my mother's sewing room. There were many parts, and none of them looked easy. I sighed and clapped my hands full of chalk, which is what I do before I solve a problem. I held this problem in my head. I mapped out every stop, each place I would put my hand, and then I began to climb. See? She mapped every step on his mind. So try to do that if you have any problem. I think that's a nice trick. Dug my toe into the dot of the question mark. Jammed my fingertip into the bland of my father's dancing elbow. Kicked my leg over my mother's fabric. And then for a moment, the word slipped out under me. I was climbing on nothing but air. See? Here she fell down. The ground beneath me rushed up and pressed into my back like the hand of a giant named gravity. So I dusted myself off. Dad asked how I was feeling. He passed me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And for a while, we just sat there, right? His dad is giving her a peanut butter and jelly for normalize the things, right? Then when I was ready, I looked at problem again with the new information the fall had given me. And she dusted off her things and she again looked up. Each fall is a message, a hint, an idea, a new way to move from over there to over here. Remember that thing. If you fall down, that is again a new message or hint that you have to go from there and move to another thing. And so I started, and so I fell, and so I climbed again, listening to what the fall had told me. The problem that was endless, which I broke into little pieces. The problem that gave me hints with each fall. And surely and quickly, I climbed the wall. I dug my fingers there and here and stretched my arm like rope. I threw my body through the air and catch myself in all the way I'd imagined, a bright path of thinking. And there, at the top of problem, I looked down at the bolt of fabric, the dot of question mark, the bland of the elbow, and I waved hello at the memory of how hard the problem was. See, she's waving, she solved her problem. And looked for one more problem. If you think there is a problem and you solve it, and in future no problem is there, will come into you? No, there is again a problem. But how do you solve? Go, dust off everything, take a small step and move from that side. The problem gonna be solved. Ashima did that thing. See, here, when she was born in April 3, 2001. And after the age 6, what she climbing at Rat Rock in Center Park, New York City. And then age 7, she entered her first climbing competition. And then 8 age, Ashima solved the problem, Power of Silence in Houston, Texas. Age 9, Ashima climbed her first V11 and V12 problems. Age 10, Ashima became a youngest person ever to climb a V13 problem. Age 13, Ashima climbed Golden Shadow in Rockland. Age 14, she became first woman in the world to climb V15 boulder. And age 15, Ashima sweeps the IFSE Youth World Championship for 3rd year running and also placed first in SCS National. So for her, if you see the graph, every age there is a problem and she stepped out and she is going. Now she is in age 15, and for her, not for her, everyone, sky is there and there is no limits. Thank you for listening patiently. Hope you like this video. Please like, subscribe my channel. Thank you.